Hi everyone, today is Friday, September 2nd, 2016, and I found this one article on the Telegraph website, and it says the 2012 Campari calendar featuring Mila Djokovic. It's the end of the world, baby. This is quite ironic because the end of the world is really coming soon. So basically, it says Hollywood actress and model Mila Djokovic is depicted in various apocalyptic scenarios, such as floods and hurricanes, to meteor strikes and alien invasions. This is this is also ironic because she's in a film called Resident Evil Apocalypse that is about the apocalypse. So yeah. So here it says floods. See that right there? Floods. Right, if we go over to this, remember in Revelation 12 of the Bible, in this the woman and the dragon story, it says about the floods, doesn't it? If I can see here, and the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood that the dragon cast out of his mouth. So yeah, like the hurricanes, just like in the Wizard of Oz. And if I remember rightly, meteor strikes were mentioned in Bruce Almighty. And then obviously the alien invasions, just like in that new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows movie. And just like Independence Day films as well. But also, right, remember this bloody UFO on this Economist cover. Even this might show up, who knows? So basically, you see the lightning right there, just like Electro. And remember, Satan will fall as lightning. See, it says SpaceX rocket explodes on pad during unmanned test. So this explosion actually represents nukes. See the nuke right there? And just like nuclear power plants failing and blowing up at the end of days. Like, you see you see the X right there? Just like the X's in Suicide Squad, and just like X Factor and X-Men, and even the X's in Britain's Got Talent, even that bloody X that's on the map in the new Ghostbusters movie, even just like, yeah, that's basically, like, these X's appear in loads of movies. So, look, it says Falcon 9, just like 9/11. And just like the Revelation 911 beast from the bottomless pit. See, it says Falcon right there. Well, obviously, just like Falcon in the Avengers. So, yeah, look at this, right? Look at this, Golden City with rainbow. The gold for the Golden Age. The rainbow represents the LGBT flag. And you see, this even looks like a dome, just like the Dome of Gallifrey, just like the domes of nuclear power plants and such. See how this looks like Gallifrey right here? See the city right there? See how the rainbow looks like a dome? See that? See, Jango Fett and Boba Fett have masks, just like the Man of Perdition taking his mask off. That's basically Obama. See, this actor who plays Jango Fett represents Islam rising up. That's why he was in the Green Lantern movie, because Islam is represented by the green. So, yeah. See, like, even his age is 55 for the fifth age. Even see this one online gambling company called Mr. Green also represents Islam. And that is why like in Coludo, there's also a person called Mr. Green as well, see? See, Reverend Green, and then it says Mr. Green in the North American version, see? And then it says Mrs. Peacock is a blue piece. So she wears blue for Jesus Christ. So so Mrs. Peacock represents the woman of the Bible. Then it says Professor Plum is a purple piece, so that represents Cadbury's. And then it says Miss Scarlet is a red piece. The red represents Satan, so she represents the woman of wickedness. Then Colonel Mustard is a yellow piece, just like Iron Man has yellow and red armor. And then, look, it says Dr. Orchid is a pink piece. Well, just like Unikitty is pink, see? Then this one fictional character played by Michelle Rodriguez in Resident Evil. She's called Rain Ocampo. The rain. Just like the floods coming and such. And then this one character here is called James Shade. Just like you have the King James Bible, see? He could even be your Obama type character as well. And then you see the Illuminati pyramid right there. And see those bloody X's again, see? See the X's there as well, see? So don't you think it's really weird that the first Resident Evil movie came out a year after 9/11 happened? So like a disaster happens in real life that involves an explosion that represents nukes. And then a year after, a film comes out that represents the apocalypse and the end of days, what with like a disease coming, represented by the T virus in this movie. So yeah, like I think that to do with this rocket exploding, I believe it was the fifth rocket that exploded, represented the fifth age coming with the fifth angel and everything. Because I believe all of the other 4 rockets that were tested were successful. So obviously the other 4 rockets represent the 4th age that we're in at the moment. Notice as well it says unmanned test. That represents things like robots rising up and computers rising up. And that's why there's a bloody robot on this bloody thing right here. And then even on... Oh no, not my trash bin, no. And that's why there's a drain right here as well. Alice in Resident Evil represents just like Alice in Wonderland. See, she's shown on this Economist cover right here because she represents the woman of the Bible. And even a great earthquake's coming with this 11.5 and 11.3. So, see, it says 2012, just like Revelation 12. See? We scroll up, see, Revelation 12 right there. And then here it says 21st of December 2012. See, 21st. Just like Revelation 21, that has got to do with a new heaven and a new earth and the new Jerusalem. God have mercy. Look, if you turn 21 around, it becomes 12, see? And then, basically, right, Mila Djokovic represents the woman of the Bible. We've said this millions of times. And Falcon represents that bloody eagle that is granted to the woman of Revelation 12. So basically, Falcon's wings will be granted to her, right there. See that? So Mila Djokovic represents this woman. That woman right there, dressed in white for heaven. That Mila Djokovic represents her. Clones were made of Alice, just like clones were made of Django Fett, clones were made of Rain, and clones were made of James Shade. So it goes back to the uniformity of the Nazis. Django Fett, and possibly Boba Fett as well, represent Satan and Obama. So Django Fett and possibly Boba Fett as well represent this dragon coming after the woman, Alice. He even tries to kill Jesus Christ, Obi-Wan Kenobi. See? Satan and his angels right there. That group. Okay, maybe I'm not being clear about this. Maybe they actually all represent Satan and none of them represent his angels. Who knows? See how Boba Fett has green on his armor for Islam? See the red on his armor that represents Satan? I don't know, this might just be some random Mandalorian. But, I mean, no, it just looks like they've just, like... How do I explain this? Like, this looks like Django Fett as well. But it's just like somebody's just changed the colour of his undergarments or something. And they've made his mask red. See how she even looks a bit like Storm from the X-Men there? Here we have the actual Resident Evil movie, and as you can see there's a close-up of Alice's eye, which represents the Eye of Horus. And then you can see she's wearing white for heaven. Just like that woman there's wearing white, see? So yeah, like, even if we go over to this photo right here, you see she's wearing blue for Jesus Christ, see? And then, obviously, like, later on in the movie, she wears red. So it's just like the colours of the American flag, the red, white and blue. There's even this one character in this movie that is pretty much on their side for most of the movie, but right at the end of the movie, he basically betrays them. So he represents just like Obama's going to betray the USA and the whole world. There's a lot of stuff to do with nerve gas in this movie, which represents just like the Nazis used to gas people. So, like, even, like, the fact that these guards are wearing gas masks represents just like the gas mask zombies in Doctor Who. And even these people, including James Spade, are wearing black for the darkness. See, this right here represents Alice through the looking glass. The X right there again. That right there represents the wedding feast of the Lamb, and the ring that you see further in the movie represents just like the one ring in Lord of the Rings. God have mercy on us all. Hallelujah.